Kolo Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Shalom to the house of David by Aftawadah. 144,000. And the one-third men, women, and children part of the elect. And to the Israelite foreigners scattered in four corners of the earth, confusing their faces, speaking in different tongues. That's part of the church. Basically, what we're going to go into is Esau showing his horns again, you know. This racism is alive and well. You have the monuments over there. They're tearing down the monuments, the Black Lives Matter, which that's set up by Esau anyway. Because they're tearing up monuments, and the Confederates are going all over fighting and protesting against that. Fights are breaking out. Puerto Rico, $70 billion debt. Eagle Face Trump just tweeted that there needs to be a shutdown. So there's so much shit going down, you know what I'm saying? So much shit going down, man. You can't even keep up. Well, basically, over here you have slaves for sale. Craigslist ad featuring two black teens speak outrage. So basically, you can see right here, it says two slaves for sale, $470. You see that? Plantations. Firming Island Plantation. You know? We're going to play this clip, man. Hey, man, you know, you Jakes are going to wake up the hard way since you want to forget. The Most High is doing these things so you can come back into remembrance, man. How the hell you got here? You got kidnapped and brought over here as slaves. But you want to forget.
It lingered on the internet for hours before it was taken down. The words on a Craigslist ad that are nothing short of harassment, listed as, quote, two slaves for sale, $470, and even a location listed as Fleming Island Plantation.
I'm a little disappointed because I didn't realize that racism is still in our schools still to this day.
This Fleming Island High School senior was one of the women in the photo.
I don't wish that upon anyone, and I felt like really discouraged that people are still like that today.
She says she found out about it Wednesday morning when a friend sent her the post on social media.
If ignorance is happening, not to show ignorance back.
Sky says she was raised to always take the higher ground.
I try to keep that part, you know, that maybe I was exposed to when I was younger, more of, oh, that happened then, but now, you know, we're being still exposed to it. So it's very hurtful to me as a parent.
Sky's mother says the racist post is an injustice against the two girls, but she trusts the school board will handle the consequence properly.
As far as the legal aspect, with, you know, being sold and being on Craigslist and having a price and a location, we felt like that was on a different level than just social media.
Defense attorney Curtis Fallgetter says if the families wanted to, they could pursue legal action, but it's much less likely when dealing with a juvenile.
Cyber stalking and to engage in that type of misconduct, so they could seek a civil injunction to enjoin the conduct, and there could be a lifetime injunction against the young man.
Fallgetter says right now there's no legislation to hold host sites like Craigslist accountable, but he wouldn't be surprised if such bills came forward in the future.
They're huge companies, they've got a big staff, so I think you could balance the...
Yeah, but you Jakes want to forget, man. You Jakes want to forget. That's why the Most High does that. You know?
Out about it Wednesday morning when a friend sent her the post on social media.
If ignorance is happening, not to show ignorance back.
Sky says she was raised to always take the higher ground.
I try to keep that part, you know, that maybe I was exposed to when I was younger, more of...
I'm a little disappointed because I didn't realize that racism is still in our schools still to this day.
You see? That's the problem with our people, man. Ecclesiastes 3:15, that which had been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And God requires that which is past. See, but you Israelites don't want to require payback for what happened to your ancestors. You got kidnapped and brought over here in cargo slave ships. You want to forget that, man. The Most High hasn't forgot that, man. The Most High hasn't forgot that. And that's why America's going through all these problems. And there's so much wars around the world. Room wars and rumors of wars. Because judgment's coming to America, man. Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Talk about the America, man. Modern day Egypt. By the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there you shall be sold unto your enemies. Not your friends, but your enemies. For bondmen and bondwomen. And no man shall buy you. You see? No man gonna buy you. Meaning no man's gonna save you, man. That's why we're still this place is a place of is a jail sentence. It's captivity, man. We got kidnapped from the west coast of Africa and brought over here. And our brothers and sisters, Native American Indians, got slaughtered over here. And the Taino Indians up in Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic. That's why over there Puerto Rico's having all these goddamn problems, man. But the Most High is bringing judgment upon the earth. Revelations 13:9. If he that lead into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and faith of the saints. Because we're at the time of Esau going down. And his judgment, it is written, man, that he's going to get judged. Esau, man. For all the wickedness this devil is doing throughout the planet Earth, shedding the blood of the children of Israel, whoever touches you, touch the apple of his eye. We're God's chosen people, man. And the way we got treated being under this devil, it's going to be payback for that. And that's the times we're living in. But you tribes want to forget. That's why you're having all this racial tension. You can't even turn on the TV and not see what the hell's going on, man. But guess what? The majority of our people, you still don't want to see because you're fucking blind in darkness. The news is playing that the missiles, World War III sparking off, riots are sparking off, Trump tweeting. That's how I know we got the end too. A president tweeting. He tweets that there needs to be a shutdown. All these riots over there in North New Orleans. New Orleans and shit, man. Russia flying over bombers over Alaska. Y'all still don't see what the hell's going on, man. That's why y'all gonna take that chip. Yeah, that's right. 63666. You're gonna take that chip when the time comes, man. Only the elect are gonna be faithful unto death and not take that goddamn chip. But the majority of people have been so goddamn brainwashed. You got Stockholm syndrome, man. You love your slave master. You love the place of your captivity. It's retarded, man. Obadiah 1 and 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Yeah, judgment's coming for that, man. Joel 2 and 6. The children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of their place whither ye have sold them. Talk about the 12 tribes of Israel, you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters in the hand of the children of Judah. And they shall sell them to the Sabaeans, to a people afar off, for the Lord have spoken it. So we at that time, man. That's why all this judgment is coming, man. That's why North Korea is making threats. Proclaim ye these among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning